Hey Orange County, John Bergman here. What I thought I'd do is talk you through the workflow that we visited about when I was there, about how to make your video, how to post it, the Edpuzzle thing. So let's talk you through that. I'm in PowerPoint. I jump to Mix. I tick on Slide Recording, right? So now I'm bringing up the slide recording feature of this. You can turn your camera on or not, but since I'm using my camera for another application, I won't. Then I quickly click the record button. And as I click record, it's recording 5 seconds, 6 seconds. I can say, hey, here are the things we didn't know. I can draw on the screen. Again, the tablet thing that we talked about would be useful. I can then jump here, and this is actually a animated thing. Say flipped learning is not just another teaching strategy, but rather it's a meta strategy that supports all others. I can highlight that. By the way, note here, I can also change the thickness of the pen by tapping over more on the right. And I can again have some animation. Flipped learning is not just the way, it's the meta strategy. It means you start with flipped learning and it leads to all others. And then I can talk about Mr. Talbert and how he has this animation. It's just the operating system, and everything else is an app. Cooperative learning, here's a really cool picture. Again, I can change the color. Let's do a red pen, circle this. Flipped learning is the OS of the new operating system. So I've now just made a video. I'm saving the recording, right? Doing the whole quit ball game. I'll tap on close. Now in Mix, this is where some people kind of make the mistake. I'm not going to upload to Office Mix. I'm going to just export the video. So when I click export the video, and by the way, you probably don't need super high quality videos. See over here we've got some different doohickeys. I think HD is fine, but not super HD, right? I'm going to go next. I'm going to say PowerPoint for this. I'll throw it on my desktop. I'm going to click Save. Now note that down here is where the action's happening. This is where the video is being made. I'm going to pause this recording and wait for this to completely export. Okay, the video exported. Now note, you might be looking for something to happen here, but it didn't. It happened all down here. And that video, I'm going to be able to close this down, and that video appeared on my desktop. So if I go here on my computer and I jump onto my desktop, that video is going to appear somewhere. I don't know where it happens to be. And details. I like the details because then what I can do is I can click it by date. So here we go. This is the MP4 file. That's the file. That's one I care about. Now I'm going to click. I'm in Canvas here too, but I want to actually go to Edpuzzle, right? So the next step is you now upload to Edpuzzle. I go to my content. I click Create. I'm going to say Upload Video, right? Now I'm going to choose a file, and the file that I want to choose is on my desktop. And I'm going to change the view so that I have that, and I'm going to change the view again. And I like to go by date. And this is I called it PPT for Orange County, but it's actually a video file. I click Open. Now remember, this is now going to get uploaded to the Edpuzzle site, and it's going to have some like what they call the gremlins or something like that. It's going to take some time for it to process. Get the green line here. I'm going to pause the video. Well, actually, this will just take a few seconds here. Good news, I have a pretty fast computer, and of course a decent internet connection too. Here at my home. Alright, done. Now here's the part. I know here the leprechauns are preparing your video. I'll come back once that takes place. That could take 5 or 6 minutes, so don't panic if it's not happening right away. Alright, back here on the video. It has been processed, PowerPoint for Orange County. I can click on it, and now there is an option to click Edit. Now this of course is where we want to add questions. We can do a little trimming, play the video. And as I click record, it's recording 5 seconds, 6 seconds. I can say, hey, here. So I don't really hear that 5 or 6 seconds. So I'm going to move that right here. Maybe I'll cut a little bit at the end. I mean, this is where I would actually play the whole thing, do that whole ball game. And now I'm going to just click there. So now that's what's going to play. Now I'm going to go to the question menu. I'm going to push play.
The things we didn't know, I can draw on the screen. Again, the tablet thing that we talked about would be useful. I can then jump here. And this is actually a animated thing.
Yeah, the video is not the
Flipped learning is not just a teaching strategy, but rather it's a meta strategy that supports all others. I can highlight that. By the way, note here, I can also change the thickness of the pen.
Okay, so there I am there. So now what I want to do is I want to tap on the, this is a bit weird, you have to tap the question mark here, and that brings up the question. And I can type a question here like, what is the meta strategy? Oh, I want that multiple choice. And is it flipped 101? Is it flipped 201? Is it, add an answer, is it flipped 3.0? And the answer is flip 3.0, and that's the only answer, so I've had to X that out. Note here also in Edpuzzle that I can tap and I can type feedback. Try again if I want to do that. You know, I can say here, awesome, you get it. If you want to do that, I think it's very useful pedagogically, so I think it's a good idea. And then I have to go down here and click save. So that question is saved at 25 seconds in the video. Have as many questions as you want, but again, I'm a big fan.
Learning is not just the way, it's the meta strategy.
Sorry, mouse issue.
Learning and it leads to all.
I like to go to the end of the video. I like to go to the end of the video, and I want to ask another open-ended question. Just a very valuable thing is to ask an open-ended question. What is it? What is it you still understand about the video? What are some questions that you have, etc., etc. So I've got 2 questions. I'm going to click finish, and now I can assign it to a class. So let's say I assign it to the class called Flipped Learning. Let's just call it Flipped Learning there, and I click assign. And I can choose prevent skipping. It's kind of my default. Now I have this class called PowerPoint Orange County. Now here's an important feature. I now want to click share. Now you're going to see what I'm going to do here. I'm going to now, because I need to get it ready for sharing it in Canvas, I'm going to go the embed code. I'm going to copy this, all a bunch of gobbledygook to my mind, and now I'm going to flip over to Canvas. So I'm in Canvas. I'm going to go into the class that matters, Flipped Learning in this case, or it could be period 4 class or whatever it might be. I can go to an announcement, and I'm going to add an announcement. I've just created a free account here. And I'm going to say flipped 3.0 lesson. Now here is the trick. You've got all this space down here, type whatever you want, but there's a button that looks like a film strip. Insert media. Notice it says general or this word embed. So if now I paste the embed code, bing, bada boom, there is the video. So now I'm going to save this. Go down to the bottom and save. You can delay posting, a lot of things. Obviously you know how to use this in Canvas. And there is my video, and when a student logs in, they can watch the